Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be discussing one of arguably Ninjago's most iconic weapons, and that is the Mega Weapon, and I'm going to be discussing this within the context of why haven't we received one yet in an actual LEGO set, and that we actually do have one that you can purchase currently on the LEGO store, but it's not exactly a LEGO version of it. So I wanted to touch on all of these topics, kind of discuss my thoughts on why we haven't received one as of yet, and how close we came as well to receiving one at one point. So let's get straight into it here. I'm going to start off with the one that you are able to purchase as of now, and that is available on the LEGO shop since May 2021. So it's actually quite a recent product that's been added, and that is Lord Garmadon's Mega Weapon, but in a foam version. It's basically like those weapons that they make for role playing, basically, that they've done for Ninjago previously, but now you have Garmadon's Mega Weapon here, and it is definitely super cool looking. I do like the look of this, and I've seen people use these foam weapons as well for display purposes also, which definitely is tempting me to want to pick it up just because of how iconic of a weapon it is from Ninjago. So it's definitely super cool there. Now, one small thing I'll point out about it is that it's really weird on the packaging. They put the Ice Emperor on the packaging there, which just makes absolutely zero sense to put that on there. I mean, it's not even like this is like somehow tied into season 11 or something, or came out back then when that season was releasing. Like, it's marketed as a legacy item and it's releasing in 2021. So I don't know what's really up with that, if that was like an error with the packaging and they didn't have an opportunity to change it at any point, but all I know is it's definitely super odd that they did decide to put that on there. But enough about the foam weapon there. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that we came very close to getting the Mega Weapon in a LEGO set, and that was specifically the Legacy Destiny's Bounty set, which you might know there was some early concept art for, basically, which I won't be showing within the video, but I'm going to discuss it nonetheless and just kind of keep the details just surrounding the Garmadon minifigure, which we were actually going to get in the Destiny's Bounty set. And I find this really interesting because when the Legacy Destiny's Bounty was revealed, it was kind of in the back of my head that it is kind of odd that we don't actually have any villain minifigures within the set. It's kind of rare that you don't get villains within a Ninjago set. You always have some sort of antagonist that they're going up against. Of course, if exemptions include like the Spinjitzu burst packs or anything like that, the gimmick sets, you don't really have that typically, except for like the epic battle sets or the ones where they include two figures where you have someone to go up against. Before the actual core Ninjago sets, you usually have some sort of villain, and I'm not saying that this doesn't like make the set good or anything. Like, I still think that the set is obviously a fantastic set, and I still think it works all right without a villain because it's the Destiny's Bounty. It's kind of just their home base. They don't have to be going up against someone, of course, to be riding in the bounty, so it still, of course, makes sense. But we came very close to getting Garmadon. He was actually going to have Kai's new legacy hairpiece in like a black coloring to kind of course, replicate when he would always have his hair on. That sounds kind of weird saying it, his hair on, but you get what I mean when he wasn't wearing his helmet, that you'd be able to see his hair. So I think that's really cool, kind of a nice little updated version of that for Legacy. And then also, of course, the Mega Weapon included. Now, from what I've seen, I believe that it was kind of just constructed out of some pieces that are already existing, so I'm pretty sure you could just recreate that. So potentially, I figure that could maybe be part of the reason why we never wound up getting that, because of course you could kind of just rebuild it yourself. So maybe eventually we'll get it down the line and it'll have a completely new mold to it as well, because I definitely think, considering it's the Mega Weapon, that it deserves some sort of new mold for it. I think that that would definitely improve upon the design for it, and I think make it feel like a more special inclusion within a set other than just something that was kind of just thrown together. So nonetheless, I think that it's just kind of interesting how close we wound up coming to getting that within a set, and I definitely think there's still a pretty high possibility of us eventually getting that. I don't know what form it will be in, but most likely, of course, in Legacy and in one of the sets for like season 1 or 2, whatever it winds up being. So it would definitely be pretty interesting to see that at some point. But for now, that's basically all I have to say about the Mega Weapon here. Let me know your thoughts on those roleplay weapons. Do you pick up any of those to use for display purposes or to use them for roleplay purposes? And also, when do you think we'll wind up getting a Mega Weapon, if ever? Let me know all of your thoughts on that down below in the comment section. Thanks so much much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, also subscribe as well. If you would like to check out some of my other content, that would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.